We back. I'm sorry. I know it's been way too long between episodes 1, 2, and now episode 3. I've damn near forgotten what happened in the first 2 episodes. I apologize for that. Yeah, there's not a lot else to say. We're into the story. We're finding out about this family and these people. Let's just do it, man. Let's just play the show. Dear algorithm god, please bestow this channel with untold numbers of impressions so that my click-through rate will produce enough views for me to continue this process. Also, as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Oh, there's nobody at that door, it looks like. Creaking floors. Oh no, that better be real.
Not you know.
Like a living person.
I had another nightmare. Okay.
Oh, I've already got chills.
You can sleep with me for tonight.
Oh, the gripping the hand. Oh, is that where this is gonna come in?
I'm really freaked out, huh? Ease up a little. You're squeezing too tight. Nellie?
Oh, I just got chills all down my back. God, yeah, see, that still gets me. That's not quite like in The Haunting, you know, the original movie where Nell or Eleanor felt somebody gripping her hand in her sleep, but it still gave me chills.
Whose hand was I holding?
Whose hand was I holding? Well, that's a way to start it. I'm still curious to know if there's any meaning to the symbolism of the labyrinth-style layout of the house in that opening sequence.
And that's the first night I saw him. Mr. Smiley. Coming out from where he lives.
What does Mr. Smiley look like?
Just a big smile. Too big. But he isn't happy.
That's creepy. Too big a smile?
Where does Mr. Smiley live, Kelsey? Under the house. In the basement?
Why is it always the basement? I wonder what she got out of that.
You're a lot like me, Kelsey. When I was little, I was afraid of a lot of things.
We all are.
They were all in my head.
Were.
I just didn't know that yet. But when I was scared, I would imagine myself building a big wall all around me made of the strongest bricks in the whole world. And when I got scared, I would imagine myself putting another one on, one after the other, until that
Strength
wall was so
through
thick
meditative
so strong,
meditative
I knew I'd be safe
visualization.
forever. And that's what you do
That's
too.
a good technique.
Right? We're great builders. We make ourselves really safe. And no one ever gets in.
Oh, well, that's not healthy.
Mr. Smiley does.
She was telling me about Mr. Smiley.
Yeah, we've heard about him too.
We're more concerned about her behavioral problems at school. You can see her grades started out fine, but then all our kids have always had to go through
This is how it always
adjustment.
goes.
This
Could be normal.
Normal kid starts exhibiting very weird behaviors and starts talking about seeing a new friend that nobody else can
and the Mr.
see.
Smiley thing, did that start right away?
That's when you know you're in a horror
A few
movie.
weeks after she moved in?
We'll get to the bottom of it.
My thing is, if she's a medium and can get information like that by touching people, why do they seem to be less than honest with the kids about, you know, their abilities or what they're seeing and stuff like that, if they're seeing ghosts? But it seems like even Steven, I kind of don't believe that the first time he saw a ghost was his sister. Like,
Trash. Hang on. This is fancy.
Yeah?
how did she know?
49 Claude Riel. Damn. This is quite... How did you know that?
They must look like we're crazy, huh?
Mrs. Dudley.
I hear about
Theodora.
renovations they're doing this to this house, but what are they? Because it looks fine.
You feel cold right there?
Yep.
I told you. See? What about there?
Yep. This whole house is cold.
That doesn't exactly clear things up, does it, Clara?
Nope, not clear at all. I hate mustard.
You know there are people you can actually pay to make you lunch?
You know, you can make your lunch real quick and cheap and easy.
And the food's better at home.
How's work?
It was a tough one today. And then this one, stuff. Just like a brick wall.
Well, you just told her to build a brick wall around herself.
Nope.
That's kind of weird.
Dark. Maybe you send messages through it.
What's that?
Huh? It's like a telephone, but for inside the house.
Like instead of ringing a bell, it's just like when I was a kid putting two cans on the end of a line.
What is that smell? Not smell. It smells the same in here as the rest of the house. And this was a sick bed. How do you know?
Your sister's psychic, dude.
I can hear you, Nellie. You guys have fun. Rice?
It'd be kind of hard to exist if you could see, or if you were aware of all of the horrible things that happened everywhere they happened. You'd feel kind of surrounded by tragedy and sadness.
Hi, Theo.
It's kind of invasive, right? If someone is psychic and they can get all that information out of you by touching you or shaking your hand and not telling you before doing it. That's music from my childhood. Uh-oh. He's been telling lies. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that you had to witness that. Just know it hurts me, too. Still got that song in my head, though. Admittedly, she's probably more brave than I am at this point. If I'd been in that house a while...
Funny, Luke.
Okay. Why do you think it's Luke? Aren't y'all all, like, living in the same house here? I guess I just have the benefit already knowing that I guess the house is haunted. Still out clubbing. It might be different if I like to dance, but... Uh-oh. She gonna give her the cold shoulder? Yep. Hot and cold.
What do you think you're doing?
I was just giving my truck a ride. He's playing Miss Dudley. Why are you yelling at him?
Because the dumbwaiter is not a toy. It can be dangerous.
That's all you need to say then.
Don't be yelling at people.
You don't have to be so mean about it. She's not mean.
She's scared.
She's scared.
Ooh, I saw it coming. Now, Miss Dudley is suspicious that that little girl's a psychic. Is that the same? Is it like, is that psychic? Information via physical contact?
Luke?
Boy, get out that
I
dumb
thought it
waiter.
might be her. Mrs. Dudley? She never stays after dark. You ready? Going up!
So, like, really want to make it clear that it's 200 pounds.
Up! Theo!
So when what's getting ready to happen happens, you know it's not a weight capacity problem. What's gonna happen?
Theo!
Sorry.
Theo!
That is creepy though. Why is the dumbwaiter going down there? Not big enough. Not big enough to fit a
There's a room down here.
one of those barrels in. Oh
Bring
no.
me up, please.
Yeah. That poor kid. No, no, no. No. No.
There's something down here. Just hang on, I'm
What
trying.
the was that? What was that? Was that a foot or a hand? Oh, a hand. It was a hand.
Luke?
That was lit really well. It was creepy.
Hang on. Did you rip your shirt? Must have got caught on the door.
Oh my god.
Monster! There's a monster!
What the hell were you thinking?
Is he okay?
Yeah, so scary, huh?
You all right?
No, to hell with that. I am not all right. There is a zombie crawled out from behind a wine barrel and tore my shirt in our house. No, Mark my words, my kid ever comes and tells me a zombie tore his shirt in the basement, I'm at least gonna go look in the basement. That's smiley face man, I guess. He looked like evil Groot.
Jesus. You really got my head, girl.
Sorry. It's,
Oh.
no.
Yeah, so she didn't already know. She was just having a nightmare. She's just finding out. I like how they're doing the timeline in this.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hey, did you find it?
No, she's not out front. Okay. Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Weddings can
You
be
don't have to
fun.
help me. I'll find her.
I guess it depends on the
Cold
wedding.
shoulder from Shirley. That table's getting tense.
Uh-oh, somebody getting busy. Getting late at a wedding.
Stacy! Just a sec.
That's the thing about weddings.
Hey. Sorry. Okay. You coming?
I want to see who's in there.
Nosy. Is it a bridesmaid? I was gonna say, is it a bridesmaid? Oh, I should have seen that coming. How did I not see that coming? That's embarrassing.
What? Nothing.
I mean,
I mean, we didn't
Is that judgment?
know you were into.
Oh.
Bridesmaids?
Doo-doo. Oh.
I love you.
My kids are gonna ask me how she died.
I was gonna say, at least the family's cool, but like, who wouldn't be?
And you'll tell
How
them.
can you not be cool?
Tell them what?
Like
She
what?
killed herself?
Stupid.
Aunt Nellie killed herself?
Yes, that's better than lying. Don't elaborate. Don't offer information that's not requested. Just tell them that
Yeah, I feel that's the best solution.
their feelings are correct and they're safe.
God's honest truth.
If they ask why,
Tell them you don't know. No one knows.
More truth.
That's okay.
Yep. You know what you'll also get? Respect.
Better they ask you than me.
why?
Because I'm fucking angry.
Well, you gotta throw that away.
She fucking knew better.
Maybe she didn't do it.
She did it anyway.
I think it's because of how hard that is right there that we hope so much for an afterlife of some kind.
Like your drawing.
Lose somebody you love, it becomes
Listen.
hard to think that you'll never
sorry,
get the
okay?
opportunity to see them again, you know?
It's okay. They don't believe me. About what? Anything. First they said Abigail's not real. Now they said the basement's not real. It's not in the blueprints. Nobody ever believes me. I believe you.
You know, you didn't believe them.
Maybe we can prove it to them. You said something about a ladder.
You might have wanted to,
down there.
but you didn't until you knew.
So pretend you're the dumbwaiter. Where was it? 11.
I like those sliding glass and iron doors. Or whatever they are. Don't open that. Curiosity killed the cat. You remember that? You know who lives? The people who don't go, what was that noise? I'm gonna go investigate. Those people end up having a hard time. Good lighting here. Here we go, a descent into chaos. What's gonna happen? These are some brave kids, though. It's a lot of oak barrels. And And it's also like not close to the dumbwaiter either, right? So it was dragged back away from the dumbwaiter.
We're so scared.
Nope. Nope, I would not be disturbing that either.
Oh, hi. I was just in the neighborhood and I needed something. This is gonna sound really strange, but would you mind if I took a quick look down in your basement?
Give us a shout if you need anything. I'm about to go back to work.
I still can't figure out what she does. She's like a child psychologist, but also a social worker because they're foster parents. So I don't know if like she worked for the government or is she private and they hired her as like a psychologist for their foster child or something. It's still unknown. Probably also not relevant. Yeah, I mean, you got that superpower. You might just go around touching everything, huh? You never know what kind of information you'll come across. How many people hung out in a basement with a couch and a coffee table like that, with a tray like that? I've spent time in some basements like that in my younger years. She expecting to find something about this happy face man or smile man? I forgot what the kid called him.
Please.
Oh no. Oh no. Is it the foster dad? Hopefully I'm totally wrong about what I'm thinking here. That's messed up. If that's what I think it is, that's messed up. I would much rather have this been a ghost.
You all done?
It's a demon of an all different nature.
I really appreciate you indulging me like this. I was hoping I could get into Kelsey's headspace just a bit, you know, try to understand her better.
Oh. Oh, she got it there. It is what it...
Thanks.
That ain't good. Get him.
What are you looking at?
Your smile.
Your soul.
That's right. And social services, too.
That poor child.
You just have to trust me on this. I'm sure the guy will confess if you just get them here.
So she doesn't work for like social services or anything.
Okay.
I guess she's just a
Thanks, Gina.
someone they hired.
Bye.
She really do be pretty.
There were a whole bunch of books like it. It's a book of secrets that they were trying to hide.
How do you figure that?
I don't know. Tell when I picked it up.
Like you could tell there's a false floor in the pantry? It's a ledger for a bootlegging operation.
Whoop whoop.
You know what that is?
Booze.
A long time ago, it was illegal to sell alcohol, so they made it in secret and hid it.
Because outlawing things gets rid of
You know,
it.
there's not a single record of this basement.
Yeah, the courage is good. Oh.
Honey?
Oh. Oh.
Honey?
Oh, that is not how I wanted to see her. I was gonna say, when she was talking to him in the house and shaking his hand, she held her shit together pretty well.
You know those headaches I get sometimes? They started when I was a little girl.
Because mom is too.
When I get them, I see all sorts of... Your grandmother was like that too. I've wondered if you and your sisters might be a little sensitive. These will help with the cold and the other thing.
Gloves and the other thing. Yeah, she knows, clearly.
We'll talk a lot more about it as you get older.
You'd think it'd help you figure out which houses to stay away from. Have I become too cynical?
Thanks.
You're not scared Shirley's gonna kill you for this?
Pretty good at secrets.
It's like, I said I don't care, even
You
though
sure
I
you don't
kind of
wanna stay
do.
for dinner?
I'm still gonna take those checks.
But thank you.
What was it? 8%. Her
Hit the beach
8%
for
of that
me.
run was 15 grand.
No hug?
You got a couple things wrong in there, by the way.
Yeah, she really has some
So you
feelings
finally
about
read
it.
You said it was Luke that found the old bootlegging basement. That was me.
Sorry about that. Anything else?
You know, I was pretty impressed by what you wrote about that night.
What night?
Apparently, it wasn't full of lies.
The last one. That was really wild stuff, considering that you were asleep for what? Like 99% of it?
So what are you gonna do with the money?
I'm gonna get my fucking PhD.
College on 15 grand? Maybe she's just a few credits short. Is it a good idea?
Jesus wept.
What did she just say? Did she say Jesus wept? I know that sounds... I don't know. Strange thing to say, but that's what it sounded like. Oh, we're gonna find out she didn't kill herself? It was supernatural? That is her sister, right? And does that work after they're dead? If so, that means information is retained in the body. And it was horrific. We gotta know what it was.
Hey, thought I heard somebody down here.
Sorry to wake you.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Shirley found your checkbook. Individual account.
You're not gonna tell her, are you? I mean, it's just as bad for you as it is for me.
Of course not. You might want to come up with an excuse, though. Make up a mistress, something. Secret family.
Not a good time
something that's
for
gonna piss her
her to
off
be
less than the
showing up,
truth.
I think.
Whoa. Well, hang on.
Oh, maybe it was a good idea. She's gonna throw all her energy into
Are you okay?
that for the night,
Yeah,
I guess.
just we barely said 2 words to each other. Can we take a second and talk?
No,
Hey,
she's
believe me,
covering
I'm-
up pain right
I'm
now.
thrilled
She
you
don't want to
called
have a
me.
conversation. Clearly, someone's going through some
Sorry
things.
about that. Is that what you want to talk about?
Probably not a good time to be
not
jumping into
exclusively.
relationships or getting into
I mean,
things too
I
serious.
don't know. What do people usually talk about? How are you? How was your day? Stuff like that.
Well, let's see. My day. I found out that a 9-year-old that I was treating was getting molested by her foster dad.
Raped.
And she buried it so deep she had to make up a monster just to compartmentalize and cope. Guy folded like a cheap suit the moment he was questioned by the cops, so yay. But that just means the girl goes back into the system, so it's
Yeah.
a Campbell at best.
Probably gonna get
So, you know,
the same treatment there, to
good
be honest.
job, me. She built up so many emotional walls. I touched her hand and I didn't even... She just needed help and no one was listening.
That's a good point. She didn't see it, huh?
So,
But touching the couch, she saw it.
should we talk about your day or would you rather come to bed?
Oh. You totally left out the part where you just also got done seeing your deceased sister in the other room and touching her and seeing her death. So, yeah, forget that whole part. The last night.
Theo, I need you to get Luke and Nell to the car. You get in, lock the doors. Don't unlock them till you see me come outside. Do you understand? I need to get Steve and Cheryl.
What's happening?
Go. Come on. Come on.
Stop! Let go of me! Let go! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Touch me.
Well, that's a hell of an ending. I mean, Holy. That was a dark episode. Her story is not nice. So she's got a cool superpower, which we've known about, right? Or at least we've put it together since the first episode. Wasn't too difficult. They made it perfectly clear. Not bragging. You know, I mentioned in there that it'd be fun just to be touching everything, you know, and just you never know what you come across. But at the same time, yeah, if you could, if you got information or history of everything you touched, living and non-living, I would imagine you'd come across a lot of uncomfortable things. Pain, sadness, misery, probably a lot of good stuff, but it'd be hard to deal with. But what I wasn't expecting is in the last scene for when her dad touched her to get that series of flashes. In that we saw some violence between her and her mom and dad, her dad pushing her mom up against a wall, at least that's what it looked like. That scene where her mom's head was, you know, that's, holy shit. Clearly that had to happen somehow, very violently. Weird. Or maybe it didn't. I don't know. Is she crazy? She didn't see the thing happening with the dad when she was touching the girl, but when she touched the couch, she did see the thing happening with the foster dad. Is that in her head? And she just happens to be right some of the time? I doubt it. No, probably not. I don't know. That's just weird. I would like to have been able to see more of what was happening in those flashes. You can see why she might keep like non-platonic relationships at kind of like arm's length. You probably end up knowing a lot more about a person, finding information out in the way she does compared to everybody else, you know? People don't tell you everything they want you to know, but they can't keep things secret when she touches them, so she knows everything, or at least potentially. That probably makes relationships difficult to some degree, depending on your level of honesty and how many things you do that would upset your partner, I guess. Man, there's nobody in this family I'd really want to be. They all seem to be having it pretty rough. Like if you know what's going on in their lives. From the outside, I mean, it looks pretty good. They've all got like pretty nice jobs, live in some pretty nice places. But yeah, right under that surface, there's a whole lot of not so great happening. That's probably the case with most people though, huh? We're all just kind of like barely holding it together to some degree. Anyway, yeah, so that was a dark episode. I'm kind of in a bummed out mood. I might have to watch something funny. Yeah, I'm gonna watch something funny and then I'm gonna come back and do episode 4. If you made it this far, thank God for you. Tell the algorithm, we cool, like, subscribe, do your thing. Patreon, link in the description. I love you. For real though, until next time, bye-bye.